by Trish LaSage, February 3, 2013, from In5D website Spanish version. About author Trish LaSage is a best-selling author on Amazon and a writer of magazine articles on metaphysics, spirituality, and self-improvement. She has recently published her book, Traveling to Parallel Universes, which is a true, detailed account about traveling to and living in alternate realities, parallel universes. We are living during a monumental time in which humanity is experiencing a shift to higher consciousness. We are shifting from third dimension consciousness to fifth dimension consciousness. The following is what one may experience once they have reached fifth dimension consciousness and beyond. When a person reaches fifth dimension consciousness, they may experience existing in a permanent state of peace, bliss, love, and joy. No effort is required on their part to remain in this state. This takes place naturally and automatically. All dissonant energy is automatically filtered out. In addition to automatically existing in a permanent state of peace, bliss, love, and joy, people who have reached fifth dimension consciousness may begin to automatically see themselves in everyone, whether it be humans or animals. They may also begin to automatically feel love for everyone. Furthermore, no negative thoughts stream into the mind of a person who has reached fifth dimension consciousness. In fact, all negative thoughts are automatically filtered out of their mind. The mind is also automatically quiet without the constant chatter that flows into the third dimension mind. In fact, there are not very many thoughts that enter a mind that has reached fifth dimension consciousness unless the thoughts are necessary in moving them from one event or moment to the next event or moment. Fifth dimension consciousness. When a person reaches fifth dimension consciousness, their perception of time may slow down considerably. Time on the clock of the wall may seem to pass by more quickly, but the mind does not perceive that very much time has passed. This may be compared to what is said happens when a person experiences physical death. During physical death, a person transitions from third dimension consciousness to fourth dimension consciousness. It is said that while years may pass on the earth, it may seem like only minutes have passed in the spirit world. Our perception of time slows down as we transition from third dimension consciousness to fourth dimension consciousness during physical death. This is why it may seem that not much time has passed in the spirit world while a lot of time has passed on the earth. Those who have ever had a close brush with death as a result of an accident or nearly being in an accident may have noticed that their mind starts moving more slowly in these situations also. Everything appears to happen in slow motion. The soul is getting ready to transition from third dimension consciousness to fourth dimension consciousness in these situations so that the person may exit through the portal of death. Hence, their perception of time slows down. Sometimes a change to the divine plan for the person's life is made, however, and they miraculously barely escape from harm, often at the last second. One may also notice that if they use self-hypnosis or meditation, it may also seem as though not much time has passed. But according to the clock on the wall, a lot of time may have passed. Again, in these cases, the mind is transitioning beyond the third dimension. The same phenomenon happens while we are physically alive in a third dimension body on the third dimension Earth, and our energy vibration increases, and we ascend to fifth dimension consciousness. Our perception of time slows down. When a person reaches fifth dimension consciousness, they only live in the present moment with no reference to the past. They can access past memories if they need to. However, a person who has reached fifth dimension consciousness does not dwell in the past. Their mind is automatically focused on the present moment with no effort required on their part at all whatsoever. It is simply a state of being that they automatically live in. Since a person who has reached fifth dimension consciousness is automatically living in the present moment, they also do not have any reference to the future, which means that they do not have any worries on their mind about the future neither. They simply live from moment to moment and from one event to the next event. A person who has reached fifth dimension consciousness may also experience increased psychic and intuitive abilities. They may experience any of the following: clairvoyance, seeing beyond the third dimension / 3D, clairaudience, hearing beyond 3D, clairsentience, feeling beyond 3D, clairgustance, tasting beyond 3D, clairalience, smelling beyond 3D, clairempathy, feeling what others feel, claircognizance, information that a person had no prior knowledge of flows into their mind automatically from an unknown source, telepathy, premonitions, extrasensory perception, prophecy, split consciousness, kinetic energy, moving physical objects without touching them physically and without intending to move them, psychokinesis, moving physical objects without physically touching them when intending to move them, psychometric, touching an object and being able to feel the energy that has been absorbed by the object, and other psychic phenomena. A person who has reached fifth dimension consciousness may also shift from a state of mind based on belief to a state of mind based on intuitive knowing. Intuitive knowing goes beyond one's belief system. It is an inner knowing. Similarly, one may also automatically know whether information is true or false based on how the energy of the information resonates. As everything in existence is simply energy, there is nothing in existence that is not energy. Even our thoughts are energy. Manifestation is also much easier when a person reaches fifth dimension consciousness. No meditations, visualizations, rituals, putting a lot of energy into statements of intent, nor any focus on or knowledge of the law of attraction is required neither. Just a simple, light thought about what is desired is enough to manifest it into physical reality, and in a lot of situations, no thought about their desires is even required, as everything is simply synchronized so that what they need is there for them exactly when and where they need it. This is indeed a very interesting time in which to be alive on the earth. We are headed to a state of existence that is free from the dissonance and the restrictions of the third dimension, and it is a wonderful and beautiful state of existence to live in.